Okay. Woohoo! Hello, Surface. We'll catch you when you get to come back here in a minute. Yeah, I'm just, I couldn't sleep anymore, even though I'm tired, but, I was looking up some streaming software stuff the other day, and so I was like, well, there's only one way I'm gonna really figure out if I like this or not, and that's to test it for a whole big long streaming session. So, yeah, so pardon if there's going to be technical difficulties throughout this stream, because obviously that's part of what I'm here to do. Case in point, we're already having issues with the chat not showing up. Let's see. I figured out from the stitching stream the other day, I figured out why it was doing that. And I think it's going to do it again here, so we'll see. We'll see if we get some more chatters in. In the meantime, let's go do some personal story stuff. This is the same, this is Sheila Crow, whom we started the last time I was hanging out with Guild Wars 2. I just got her to level 80, but I'm still working my way through the personal story stuff. So I'm just going to keep doing some personal story Guild Wars 2 stuff. And we'll see as people chat if the chat really is indeed broken. What I figured out from last time is, scheduling the stream in advance is what, let's see, we'll go over here into the garden. I was collecting waypoints and points of interest and stuff. I was map completing in this area for a bit, but I think also the personal story, although I think it's taking me to the Asura Gate, so I need to find out where my personal story actually is. Yeah, it's taking me to the Asura Gate. That's the city, by the way. That's the big city. Oh, there it is. I need to go out to that little island. Stormbluff Isle, specifically. Alright, we're gonna go out there. Yeah, so I'm wondering if part of the reason why so I have a different, it's based off of OBS, but it's a different piece of software that I'm using right now, and I'm not really sure if I like it, to be honest. I may just end up going back to OBS, and then the only other two things I need to test are because in this one I pre-set up, so like in YouTube where it has the thumbnail and all of that and it says upcoming and then it has the timestamp. I usually do that from YouTube. This time I actually did it from OBS to test that all out, and that worked. But then I started the stream from the new streaming software, and I'm wondering if that's why the chat's kind of giving me a hard time here. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Obviously, the items that were being chatted are not showing up in the chat box down there, so I'm wondering if that has to do with it. I'm wondering two things. I'm wondering if I just need to do it all from one or the other pieces of software, and or if OBS just, or either of them, if the chat setup there just cannot handle the whole pre-setting up the broadcast, if I just need to create and then start streaming from that creation. Because when I did that, that's what I did for the room game. I didn't set it up in advance. I just started streaming directly from the streaming platform, and that's when the chat worked. So and during the stitching stream, that's not what I did. So, and when I did a test, you know, I privated it so it wouldn't be an issue. But when I did my last test, that's what I did, and that's what fixed the chat. So now I'm thinking like a few more tests in. I wanted to test the actual like interface with the streaming software, and there's a couple advantages to it. There's a couple things I like. It looks like it'll automatically switch between games, so I don't have to manually change the source every time if I'm playing a different game. It'll do it on its own, but that's about the only advantage I can think of at this point.
No, it cannot be known.
All right, my friend who... Oh, I already got... This is a hero point. I already got this, but we need to go here. So part of the... let's see, where am I at on the hero's journey? Let's just focus on the game for a little bit. No more broken chats. All right, story journal. All right, here we go. So I've done a couple of... oh, hello, Glenn Finney. You don't always get a chance to catch the streams. It's wonderful seeing you here. It seems very apparent to me that... Oh, wait. Something popped up down there. Who... What? There is a chat that popped down in that box. This is half game, half... Yep. No, it did pop up. Okay. So it is indeed working. Can I change that font size, though? There we go. Let's up that font size just a little bit. Oh, I see. And then disappears when I mess with the settings. Okay, so there's the new one. Not always great to... Wait, not always great to see me? Did I say that on accident? It's not always great to see me? Aw. That's sad. Okay, good. I am so relieved that the chat's actually working now. So relieved. It looks like it clears it if I mess with like the settings in any way. So I can resize it and I can move it around, but I can't actually go into the actual settings and adjust it. But now that new chats are coming in, it'll start slowly filling up. Not always great to see me though. Sad. Okay. So, ooh. Oh, is this the chapter we're on? Oh, we're on a good chapter, you guys. So we just started a new chapter. The way that the story works is that they're split up into these chapters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you get them every 10 levels. So I got this one at level 1. However, inside each chapter, there are different missions. So the very first, this is back on the other stream, but the very first one is someone else is hanging out near me.
But I'm still queen of this island. Now come.
Someone's getting the hero point next to me. But yeah, there's different check marks here. So even though you only get it every 10 levels, there's multiple quests per chapter. So that way you're not, just doing literally one quest and then waiting 10 levels. So this is our level 6 that I just started. And this is actually a really good chapter to do. So might as well do it on stream. It's probably after the opening, it's probably the next most significant chapter too. But all of that to say, when you're leveling up in Guild Wars, you get to a point where you join one of 3 orders, and I joined the Order of Whispers because I think they're the coolest. They're like a spy order. So now we're going to start that personal story somewhere. Oh, I get it, Finny. Okay, I get where you were at.
There you are, Agent. Go find your partner, Tybalt, and then report for your briefing.
Tybalt. Tybalt's our partner. We've had several missions with him. He's a charge.
Are thankful. We will fight hard against these evil creatures.
We get one of a couple of different sub-races to help, and I chose to help the Skrit, which are those rat people.
Skrit will be good friends. You'll see.
I liked the Skrit. I thought they were kind of cute in a way. I hated them the first time I did the leveling experience, but now I kind of like them.
I read the report. The mission was a success.
Real.
There you are,
They
Agent.
were unstoppable.
Please follow me to the
We did all
briefing.
we could, and it was barely enough to save lives.
Where'd she go? I lost track of her. Oh, she went over there. Was just mentioning you when we were discussing RPGs in a day. Oh. Okay. They were talking about me.
We have a situation of critical importance. We've lost contact with Yang Eisen, one of our agents in Lion's Arch. I fear he's gone rogue and turned against us. If so, he could be taking a lot of secrets with him. The very heart of the Order is in jeopardy. I plan to send 2 of our best operatives to track Yang down.
Was Yang aware of the Master's true identity?
I don't think so, but it's possible. We had to trust Yang a great deal in order to move him into a prominent position in the city. Agent, it's time to promote you to Lightbringer, our highest class of operative. Congratulations. Too bad it comes on the heels of such trouble. We're relying on you to handle this situation.
No trouble that Tybalt and I can't handle. If Yang Eisen's betrayed the Order, we'll see he never shares what he knows.
Real, brief the operatives. Then return to Lion's Arch and continue in your guise as the Commodore's assistant. Keep an eye out for anything unusual.
By your will, Preceptor.
Okay. Question for, since that's part of the testing new stuff. For anyone watching on a computer or anything, how does that chat look? Is it too small? Is it reasonably readable? I don't want the chat taking up like the entirety of the screen, but I do want it to be at least legible. Also, if you're watching, oh yeah, I'm only on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, if the whole thing looks a little bit blurry, don't forget that YouTube often will auto set your resolution to like 360 or 420 or something really small, especially if you're on a phone, and sometimes it just does that and you have to manually uptick it to like 1080 if it doesn't automatically do that. At least it does that to me all the time, and I have fantastic internet, so I know it's not an internet thing. Okay, we've got to go save another agent. Let's see, we're going to run in Development Light RPG called Cleaver. Cool, crazy, and your name came up as a possible guest star. Oh, well, that would be interesting. It looks good on the iPad. All right. That's a positive sign. The good news is that this streaming software is based off of OBS, so, and they have a plugin for it, so I can literally do everything I'm doing right now in OBS. I don't have to use this fancy newfangled thing. I just thought I'd give it a try to see. You don't know that you don't like something until you try it. All right. Let's see. Your last mission was dangerous. Are you certain you're up for another one? Absolutely. The world won't save itself. All right. Confidence is admirable. Your sense of humor is even better. What are the missions? Yang Eisen is the keeper of beasts in Lion's Arch. Whether for back alley pit fights or grand gladiatorial pit, he's your man. That gives him a lot of access and prestige, doesn't it? Precisely, but it also makes him a target for anyone disappointed in the fights. If Easton is missing, then he has many enemies. Got it. Good luck, Lightbrainer. All right, so we've been promoted and we've got to go find another agent. A big chunk of the leveling process, and now we're going to exit the instance. A big chunk of the leveling process in Guild Wars 2 is these kind of little quests like this. But there are definitely some highlights. It's not the most glorious thing ever, but I really enjoy it. It's probably my favorite. I mean, Guild Wars 2 is the only MMO that's actually kept my attention for any length of time. It's the only MMO where I have fully leveled characters. It's the only MMO I keep coming back to time and time again. I just think it's really, really good. Most of the community is very positive. Most of the community will probably tell you the same thing. All of that fun stuff. So our buddy is in Lion's Arch. So this is Lion's Arch right here, down here. And we're going to go to this section of Lion's Arch. You can click on these waypoints that you've already discovered to travel to them. I'm working on something called map clearing, which is where you go into areas. So this is the starting area that was on last stream. This is the Grove, which is my kind of the Sylvari home city. And you'll see me do this in the Grove on the last time I streamed this game. But basically, map clearing is where you go. You get every single waypoint, every single point of interest, which are these little square things, every single vista, which are these triangle things. And then over here, you get to see the percentage to completion. So if you complete everything in an area, you get goodies. And if you complete everything in every area, you get goodies. Hello, Seraphis. Welcome back. I am just so relieved to see the dang chat is working. Okay, so this little symbol means that this is like a gate or a, you know, it's kind of a, if you're in this area, this symbol, this swirly symbol will tell you that your personal story is in the next area, but that's the access point you need to go through. The little star is where the actual story point is. So what we could do is just manually travel from here to here and then enter the next area and then manually travel over to this. Which, I mean, why not? Why not? Now, in the original game, this where I'm playing through right now is the original game, none of the expansions. I don't even own all of the expansions. And all of the original game is still free. What's but they didn't have mounts until one of the expansions, but I do have fully leveled characters, so I do have a mount, which I could summon, I suppose, if we wanted to, but it's not that far of a walk. There's another player. Hello. Wissa. Oh, fine. We'll res you, just because we can.
I'm fast as the wind.
The swimming in a full dress is interesting. Not only is there swimming in full dress, there's full underwater combat. Although this is the armor that they give you when you use a boost to get to level 80. I mean, I have a couple fully leveled characters, so I've done the story before, at least by hand, at least once. And I boosted her because I've already played a Sylvari all the way through. And also, it doesn't... Even if you use a boost to boost your character, you still got to go through the story in order. So I still did all of these. It's just, I don't have to sit here and grind for 10 levels to unlock the next chapter. I could boost her and then do the whole story all in one go. Also, if I boost her, all of the hero points, which is this little icon right here, if I use a boost to boost her, then I get all of my, where is it? Then I get all of these things unlocked already, and I don't have to spend hero points unlocking them. I can save all of my hero points for these specializations. So it's just kind of a way to sort of min-max the hero points. It's not that they're finite, they're not, but they can get a little bit... When you get into certain areas, it gets more it slows down, or it gets more effective to do like hero point trains. And this was just a way to min-max that for like a solo play situation. So we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go through this gate into another area. But the armor she's wearing is using my original Sylvari Necromancer, which is like my main. Uses the white with red slight accents color scheme. So I just continued that on to Sheila Crow. For all intents and purposes, this is my main Sylvari Necromancer, but I just named her Sheila Crow this time. I like merged the two character concepts together in a way. And then also I'm probably going to specialize her into Scourge. So the way that Guild Wars 2 works is you have your base class, so I'm a base necromancer, and they have their primary class ability. In my case, for a necromancer, I have this thing down here called Reaper mode, which is like, can I? Nope, that's my weapon swap. That's my dodge. Apparently I didn't bind it anymore. So this is Reaper mode. It changes all of your abilities, and it uses the screen bar of life force down here. And then when you kill things, you get more life force. So it's a miniature sub-resource that only necromancers have this. But every class has specializations. Not those. These elite specializations. And it changes your class. It doesn't make them more or less powerful. It just kind of drastically changes them. So for example, the Scourge gets rid of this green resource, and it makes it so that you have different abilities you can cast, but you have access to them all the time. You don't have to have built up life force. You don't have to go into Reaper mode to use it. You just have access to them all the time, and they work a little bit differently. My other necromancer is actually a Reaper, which is a great sword wielding melee tank type build, for lack of better explanation, where Scourge is more of a almost a support, I guess. It's a condition build, so it's more, you know, negative conditions over time type build. And seeing as I have Sheila Crow here, and she's the perfect setup for my main Sylvari Necro, I didn't want to do Reaper all over again. I like my Reaper, and I might go back and revisit my Reaper because they are kind of fun, but I don't want to have two Reapers. Like, that would just be silly, especially since I haven't even finished doing the entire Reaper loadout yet. Yep. How do I feel about... I mean, Guild Wars 2 is one of those games where I really don't... Like, grinding is actually fun, mainly because the combat is fun. like map completion is something I just log in and do just because I enjoy it.
Hey.
Let's see. So we're going around like, oh, I forgot to summon my dude.
I summon you in
All right.
eyes.
Ahoy.
Hey, cat. The cats are part of a side quest. No, I mean, not all of them are, but certain cats are part of a side quest where you run around and save kitties. She's not wearing her proper shirt. I had a original, in fact, my original, because what you can do is you can, not here, excuse me. Well, you can change the dye too, but, is it wardrobe? Yes, it is. You can change how you can keep your armor, but change how it looks, obviously. And let's see, where is, oh, that's because that's that. So the default necromancer, like the starting area stuff is this. And I actually really like that. So on my other character, I just transmogged everything to make it like that again. Although I think I shuffled with the red and the white a little bit because it doesn't show the red and the white quite as much. But anyways. Often it should be glad map completion promotes exploration. Yeah, it promotes exploration because you actually get stuff for doing it. All right, so we're in the Lion's Arch area, but we're kind of in the outskirts of the area. Now we're going to head into it proper. Although, where's the lighthouse? Is the lighthouse out here? I don't remember. That right there, that's one of those vistas I was talking about. You run up there, you hit the button, and then it gives you a nice sort of panoramic camera deal. And it looks really cool. It helps show off the world, and also getting to these things is sometimes a puzzle. And then there's also the jumping puzzles. See, like there's another one. You gotta like figure out how to get out there. I think I've already got the ones in this area. Let's see. Yeah, I've already completed Lion's Arch because whatever area you're in, it'll show up here. So I've 100%ed it, but my overall world map completion's only at 22% on this character. And it resets with every character. I mean, once you get the achievement, then you get the achievement, but the map itself will actually reset with every character. So usually people will have like one character where they've actually done it, and then all their other characters will just do whatever they need to do to get to where they're going. Let's see, where is he at? He's in line. He should be in the Lion's Arch. Oh, we need to go out this way. Okay, we actually need to go through a gate. All right, let's go this way and go through the gate. I don't even mind running around in this world. Like just even running around the world itself, it just looks really good despite how old it is. And I love the sort of paintbrush. You kind of almost can't see it as much here in these menus. Maybe a little bit here, but this kind of art style. There's like a kind of omnipresent art style throughout the UI in the game, and it's really cool. All right, here we go. More story. I'm so relieved to know that chat is working. Ugh, so relieved.
The door was locked when I got here. Good thing I was raised Iron Legion.
Also, let's bring that music down a little bit. Oh, it's already down
No
pretty
sign
low.
of Yang. You check the top floor. I'll head for the basement.
Okay. Oh, you can also go first person if you want. Top floor. I'm supposed to check the top floor. It makes combat hard, but you can go first person. All right. This bed has been slept in recently. It is unmade. The wardrobe contains heavy leather clothing kind mercenaries and animal keepers wear. Oh, journal? The ledger contains a detailed list of creatures for the arena. Is one column for creatures captured, another for creatures sold. Look at the captured. Yang captured rock dogs, breeze riders, and Shulk. The last capture was from a few days ago, but no capture type is listed. There's only one recent entry, variety of grevlings from Ascalon. Okay.
Lightbringer, I think I found something.
Alright, into the basement.
There's
Oh.
a tunnel beyond this pile of rocks. Help me clear it and we'll see where it goes. This place is a mess. Yang always took care of his animals. Something's gone very wrong. I feel as nervous as a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Stay close to me, okay?
What's the sparkly tail while what? Which sparkly? What's with the sparkly trail while running? Oh, when you're in cities, your speed is increased. That's what that is. When you're in like home areas, that's what that is. I don't have it here because we're in instance. Ooh. Hey guys.
Yang Eisen used to put on big gladiatorial contests with his beasts. I heard he even sponsored a few of the old Destiny's Edge bouts. This must be where Yang kept his monsters. He took really good care of them. Better than his employees, that's for sure.
No sign of him, though. Would he abandon all these animals to starvation?
No way. Like I said, Yang liked animals better than he liked people. He was always looking for new creatures to train. I wouldn't be surprised if he finally found something he couldn't tame.
Maybe something in the cages will give us a clue to what's happened to him.
Okay. Maybe indeed. Ow. I've been paralyzed. Ow. Critter. Alright. I don't just have to use my full staff combo, but I did there. I keep forgetting about Reaper mode too. Oh, that's right! I have, hang on.
Another time.
Did I do Q? Is it Q? I did rebind them, I just forgot about it. Yep, I did rebind it. Okay. Okay. I don't need to though. Technically these quests are normally at a lower level than where I actually am, so it is pretty easy. I'm not too concerned about like dying or anything. This looks like a dreary place. Hey you. Oh, hey look, destroyers. These are from the Primordius, one of the Elder Dragons, which are the big bads of the world. Oh. There we go. I've swapped. Guild Wars 2 has weapon swapping, and your abilities down here change for what weapon you have. So right now I have my daggers, and these are my abilities. I actually have 2 daggers. If I had a dagger and a warhorn, these back 2 would change. Come on. There you go. Attack. It's okay. So, and then if I say switch to my staff, then my abilities change again down here. You'll see that. So these are all the big AoE plant abilities. I just cast them really fast, so I don't know if that was ever seen, but all of these are kind of large circle areas. And then my daggers are up close and personal. These have a 1, 2, 3 effect. And then these all have different effects that they do. I am by no means perfect or truly professional when it comes to the Guild Wars 2 combat, but I do enjoy it, and I do it effectively enough to at least not die most of the time. And I'm one of those people where it's an MMO, but I'm playing it solo. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. The community is super fantastic, though. Like, I can come in here and I can, you know, if I'm trying to do like a particular event or world boss or something like that, I can be like, hey guys, is anyone available to help? And usually someone in the chat will be like, oh, I'll help. 1, 2, 3 effects. So the first hit slashes twice, the second hit strikes, and then the third hit strikes and gains life force. So there's kind of 3 different abilities. Also, the little yellow arrows down here is because it's an auto attack. So once I start attacking an enemy, if I don't press any of these other buttons or any of these other buttons, it'll just keep doing that first attack over and over and over again. But not every one on your skill bar does that. Like, I have that for daggers and, well, I mean, most character class weapon combos, the one button will auto attack, but not all of them have the 3. For example, if I switch to my staff and I go over here, it's just the one skill. It just does that over and over and over again. Whereas on my daggers, it does the first one, then the second one, then the third one. And usually the third one is more powerful. Every class weapon combo is different. So a necromancer holding a dagger in their main hand gets these 3 abilities no one else does. Wielding a dagger in their offhand gets these 2 abilities comboed in this way. This one's actually shared by Warhorn. And then if I have 2 daggers, I get all 5 of these. If a mesmer or a rogue has 2 daggers, all of these abilities are totally different. If I switch to my staff, all these abilities are totally different. If a rogue has a staff, all of these abilities are totally different again. So every class weapon combo has different abilities. I think we found our dude.
That's him. It's Yang Eisen. Wow, he's seen better days. He was killed recently. Be careful. Whatever it was, it might still be there. Over there.
What in the world? What are you? You look nasty. You're actually taking time to kill. See, this is why I liked ranged fighters. Reaper was probably not a great choice for me for my first elite specialization because I like ranged fights. I like standing back and wailing on it while something else tanks, aka my little summon dude over there.
It's Orion. That monster was from Or. It can't be. Not here. Not in Lion's Arch.
Oh, it can be.
Calm down. Have you seen one of those before?
It's really rare. Some kind of special scout. I read about the only other sighting of one when I worked the file rooms. Lightbringer. That operative saw it in Port Stalwart just before Zaitan's minions wiped out the town. Zaitan only sends them when he's about to send in his whole army. Lion's Arch is in danger.
Tybalt, are you absolutely sure about this?
Trust me. We need to warn the Lion Guard. Meet me at their fortress on Claw Island, and let's hope we're not too late.
What's on Claw Island?
The Claw Island fortress stands in the harbor of Lion's Arch. It's the last defense against invasion from the sea. If Zaitan's going to attack the city, its minions will have to fight their way past the fort.
Okay, so we finished that personal mission. We get to pick a reward. All of these are going to be kind of low level for where I'm currently at, but you know, why not? Okay, so I'm not sure why they deleted their chats. I'm sorry. I would have gotten there after the cutscene. Okay, so let's see. What is the shortest version I have of this? Okay, so in Guild Wars 2, there are elder dragons. They are asleep. They are kind of like this world's version of natural disasters. They are huge, they are monstrous, and they literally change the landscape just by being in the area. They are so powerful. They also have different themes. One of them's ice, one of them's fire, one of them's... we technically haven't met yet. I mean, they made that expansion, but when I first started playing this, it hadn't been made yet. One of them is kind of crystal-y magic themed, and one of them is undead. the main story of the core game loop, like before the expansion, is about the undead one. The, you know, kind of a master of the undead type, summons undead, that kind of thing. All of the dragons, also that one, the undead one, is the first one to wake up. Canonically, in this part of the story, the others aren't exactly awake entirely yet. All of the dragons have minions and lieutenants, and they gather armies around themselves. They don't function as a singular entity. This area, Lion's Arch, has technically been destroyed 2 times. You can even swim down here in the water and see the ruins of the first one. The ocean down here, let's see, where is it? Okay, so down here is the ruins of Ore. A long time ago, this entire, everything right here was destroyed, sunk beneath the ocean, full Atlantis style. Created a lot of problems, obviously, because tidal waves came through here, and that's part of how this place got destroyed, I think the first time. Excuse me. Ore got destroyed, but then Zaitan woke up. Zaitan, the dragon of death, basically, woke up, and when he woke up, he rose the island. That created the tidal wave that destroyed Lion's Arch. I don't remember if that was the first or the second time off the top of my head. So when they're talking about the undead and Zaitan, that's who they're referring to, is that dragon and undead creatures that are now getting risen as minions of the dragon. But this is the origin point for that. Claw Island is, I think, here or here. It's one of these. It's not, or it's might be this one here. It's one of the islands, and they basically built a giant fortress of it to be sort of the last, you know, you have to hit this before you hit the city if you're coming from that direction. So there we go. That was kind of the short and sweet version of it that I could think of. So now we gotta go travel to Claw Islands. So we're gonna be running quite a way, so I'm gonna go ahead and cheat and use my mount because he's a little bit faster. He's the only mount I've unlocked. I have not unlocked others yet. And we're gonna follow our little green trail. All of the mounts in Guild Wars 2 have unique mechanics. So, for example, raptors have a specific use case. That's what this is. This is a raptor. Let's see if I can... This is my raptor. That's actually a nice screenshot. Me on my raptor with the Lion's Arch in the background there. And they have a specific set of like features that they have and things they're good at. And there's only, unlike other MMOs where there's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of the mounts, there's only like 5 or 6 core mounts or something like that. But you can just buy skins for them to make them look different. No joke, there's a stuffed Yoshi skin for the raptor. You can get a raptor and make it look like Yoshi. There are all kinds of skins. So that's where you get the variety, but the core mechanic of how the mount functions, it stays the same. If you're riding a raptor, then you're riding a raptor, right? And they have abilities down here. And each mount has different abilities down there as well. Wait, was I went the wrong way somehow. We're gonna go this way. The raptor's main thing is its elongated jump. It has a big long jump. Oh, here we go. We only had to make it this far, and then this will take us to Claw Island. Let's go. I know, right? Steve has some pretty cool skins for his mount. I could go on and on and on and on. Let's see. Training, store general. Oh, here we go. Mounts. So that's my raptor. But you can get like different, I think that's the default skin. And then I have this ghost skin, which is actually designed to look differently, but I use dyes to make it look different. This is another skin I have apparently unlocked. Nuh-uh. Really? Well, I can't summon him here. I want to see if I've actually unlocked that cat thingy. Alright, Let's go. We're at Claw Island, though. This is important. The city's gonna get
The creature
attacked.
we found hadn't been in Lion's Arch long. We may still have time. We have to find the Watch Commander and convince him to ready the defenses.
Okay, let's go find the Watch Commander.
I smell something odd. Do you smell it?
Smell?
I've never actually played a Char, but I do think that they're a fantastic race.
There talking to Commander Talon?
I like the tails and how they're built. I think the Char is so cool. Oh, and this is Traherne.
Search the situation extensively. The Orions will strike here, on Claw Island.
Traherne is a firstborn. We met him before. Well, not on stream, we haven't, but in the storyline, we've met him once before. We kind of like helped him out with something, and it was his means of introduction. For anyone who are unfamiliar, so I'll go first person. That's Traherne. Traherne is a Sylvari. I'm a Sylvari. Sylvari are plant people. And their race, as a whole race, only woke up about 25 years ago. They're a very young race. And Traherne is a firstborn, meaning him and a handful of others, I think there's 12 of them, were the first Sylvari to ever awaken. So they're technically kind of the oldest, and they're a little bit heralded as elders by the rest of the race because they were the first to wake up and have sentience. The way that Sylvari work is they're grown, sort of, and they experience something called the dream, which is a sort of, I don't know, hive-mindish place. It's hard to explain, but they experience the dream, and then they quote awaken, which is them coming into their physical plant body here on the physical world. Every Sylvari that dreams gains all the knowledge that all the Sylvari have when they wake up, and when they're born is fully grown like this. They're designed after humans, I think, because the pale tree, who is their mother, who gives birth to the Sylvari, was basically woke up and like was influenced by the world around her. So as more Sylvari are created, they're just made in that image, but they're plant people. Hey, you.
Traherne, it's been a long time. You study ore. Have there been any signs of an attack on its way?
Valiant! Yes, Claw Island is in great danger. Thank the Mother Tree that you're here as well.
Thank you for meeting with us, Watch Commander Talon. We have grave news. One of Zaitan's minions breached the city. We destroyed it, but the creature was likely scouting for a much bigger force. An attack is imminent.
A what? That's extremely unlikely. We've seen no sign of an impending attack. If there was to be one, we'd know of it.
Tybalt Leftpaw? It is you, my friend. I should have known your order would be aware of the danger.
Cogs and gears, it's Traherne. We're lucky you're on the island. Convince this guy that we're serious. First, let me introduce you to my partner. One of the truest and most loyal friends I've ever had. Lightbringer, this is Traherne, one of the Sylvari Firstborn. He's Tyria's foremost scholar on Zaitan and ore, and a friend of the Order.
A fleet of dead ships has launched from the Straits of Devastation. The Risen sail beneath a cloak of stealth.
Whatever you've seen, it can't be a real threat. Claw Island can withstand any assault. Speak with my commanders, Brack and Mira. Once you review our defenses, you'll realize there's nothing to fear. Look at me, Traherne. I'm out and about on a mission.
A field agent at last. Congratulations, Tybalt. I know how much you wanted that.
You should get out from under all those
Yeah,
books and
that's a good
join us.
point,
Starting
Glenn.
to look all
I may look into
It's good
doing
to
the
see you,
setup
my
a little
friend.
bit differently, but at least now I know it works. Now I know that the chat is actually appearing the way it should. Of course, if I go in and change it now, it'll probably reset. So let's see, theme, text color. See, I can actually change the text color. And I can actually increase the font size just a hair. Background color, so like if I make But the background color doesn't actually affect the way it appears on screen. Oops. Just make it black. Muted channel, browser settings. So what I could do is, for example, bring this down. Just do 500, because I think that's what I had it at before. Close. So now it changes it, and now it changes the chat color. Oh, it didn't erase like everything. Well, I mean, it did erase everything, but then new chats came in. I don't really like the text color. I like the white. To me, the white text color shows up better. I could do red. And then let's see, font size. Let's just increase that a hair. All right, close. All right. Now y'all are going to have to keep chatting just a little bit for new chats to come in. There we go. So I can change the color, although I don't really like it being all red either. That looks weird to me now. What happened to Nightfall expansion going into... I'm not as familiar with that, to be honest. I only vaguely know. I know the Ascalon, the Searing, little bit that you play pre-Searing, little bit that you play post-Searing, the Shiver Peaks. I know some stuff, Seraphis, but outside of the Maguma jungles and the White Mantle, like kind of after that point, it sort of all goes blank for me. Go back to the white but a larger font. Okay, I can go back to the white with a larger font. Thanks for helping me kind of troubleshoot this. Obviously, once I have it set, then it'll be set and then I don't have to worry about it. All right, let's go here. All right, close. Okay, there. Now it's reset again. So we'll see what happens when more chats come in. Yeah. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, the names are bolded? Yeah. They do have different style format. I do like that better, though. I don't know about that light blue. I need to find a proper white, but... Yeah, and mobile's gonna be tough as is because... I mean, just the nature of... I mean, you're looking at a screen that's only yay big, and then you're trying to read a font on a quarter of the size of that screen. I think it's gonna be kind of rough. I also made the box a little bit smaller physically, so now it's gonna... now the chats are only gonna stay on so long before they disappear up the top. Yeah, that font size is definitely better. The light blue is not bolded, actually. I just increased the font size is all I did and changed it to light blue. Because when you pick a color, it gives you a little color picker, and I just used the sky right here real quick because it's the only light color thing I had in a pinch. They don't let you pick from, like, here's colors to pick from. They just give you a little pixel, you know, move your mouse over what color you want. So I just used the sky real quick. Okay, all right, let's get... I'm messing up one of the coolest parts of the story by getting into mounts and skins and lore and that stuff. And if you guys thought that was awkward because I explained what who Traherne was, and then Tybalt introduced us like we never met, that's because obviously... Or I shouldn't say obviously. So when you pick a race, your opening area is different. Your quests are different. The leveling experience is different depending on what race you pick. We're Sylvari, so we met Traherne, but not every race has. But certain parts of this, at some points, the stories all converge together. So this is that point. So the fact that we're Sylvari, the fact that we picked the Order of Whispers are different. People who picked one of the other orders will have a different experience, and people who picked a different race will have a different experience. But this is the spot where they all come together, no matter what opening you have. So just they can't assume that the players met Traherne, so they have that dialogue bit where you get to meet.
I've heard the rumors.
Be on alert. The Orions are planning a major attack
I'm glad
against
you're
Claw
here.
Island.
Tell the Watch Commander Talon that the gunnery emplacements are ready. The fortress here on Claw Island houses more 24-pounders than a ship of the line. We'll be ready to fight the Orions. Don't doubt that. Check on Deputy Mira. She's in charge of the beach patrols.
The Lion Guard don't understand. This won't be a sortie. It'll be a massacre.
Yeah, and the color combo that'll change. Like as soon as I go into a different area, that light blue probably won't be as optimal anymore. Oh wait, we need to go down to the beach. Down to the beach is here. Down to the beach. Down at the beach. Oh, let's summon him before we forget. Although, again, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this particular streaming software, and the settings for changing the chat are built into the software in such a way where I don't think I could quite do it the same from OBS. I don't know. Maybe I could get used to this. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's valuable having all the settings right here rather than a separate web page as a plugin. Oh, hey, you're Miria. Hey, you.
Welcome to Beach Patrol, the most dangerous duty on Claw Island.
Deputy, a massive attack is on its way from Ore. You must prepare your troops.
If we fall, our last order is to light those 3 signal towers. We have to warn Lion's Arch if the fortress is lost. In 100 years, they've never once been lit. We're very proud of that.
Deputy Mira, sound the alarm. There are undead on the beach.
If an invasion's really coming, we'll need everyone on the island to hold the line.
See, large AoEs are going to be perfect for these guys. Oh! Okay, these guys are actually, like, not instant dying.
That wasn't much of a fight. Traherne, I thought you said the attack would be significant.
It was a feint. They're testing your defenses. More will come, and soon.
Makes sense. Report to Watch Commander Talon, and tell the men to be ready.
I have studied Orion creatures for 25 years, but I rarely engage in combat with them. Do you think the commander will listen to us now?
Necromancer, yep. I am playing a Necromancer. And I actually have enough hero points that I can get one of my specializations now if I wanted, but...
drawn to Ore. My wild hunt is to heal the land.
Oh, are you just kind of talking at us in the background? Okay. Let's go. Ready.
Even with all my research, we still know so little about defeating them.
Necrocrow. Yes, we're Sheila Crow, the Necromancer. Necrocrow. That, and the best part is, that is actually her name, Sheila Crow. It was not taken, so I could actually name her that. It's so great.
Paltry attack. It barely ruffled our feathers. Is that all they brought?
Oh
There
no.
will be more, much more.
There will be
Watching
much
the
more.
sea.
You're a scholar, not a general, firstborn. Why should we trust you?
The fortress is under attack.
Mm-hmm.
Ready on the wall. Hostiles incoming.
They're being over.
Catapulting abominations onto the western wall. Repel the invaders.
Repel the invaders. All right, let's go. We're under attack. We told you it would be under attack and you didn't listen. Oh, can I, actually, nope, okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait, use? Oh, I can use the trebuchet. Let's see. Is this like the, other one where Alright, we'll go ahead and leave the trebuchet. We'll go fight by hand because we're just baller like that. Okay. Whoop. Okay, let's see. Come on. Here we go. Get off my wall. Get off my wall. Get out of my lawn. Oh, ow. That was gonna hit. Ooh, hey. Hello. All of the conditions. All of the conditions. Let's see. Defend the wall against the abominations. Okay, here we go. More abominations. So you could use the trebuchet if you were good at it, but I get the feeling that most people probably just hand fight them here. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Heals. Oh, I'm gonna stand here and heal. There we go. My heal ability is a ground AoE. Oh, here we go. All right, let's see. Find a way to revive the deputy. Okay. All right, get rid of these guys. Come on. Oh, you guys are tough. You're not like just falling over. Okay. All right. Ow. I got not up. There we go. Alright, yeah, let's go back to the AoEs. I think those were... the staff was helping us out more there. Yeah, the staff was definitely helping us more there. Okay. There we go. 3. There we go. There we go. Oh, we're standing in an AoE. Dodge! Alright. Now we need to get back up to the beach. Shunk. Back up to the beach. Regroup with Commander Talon inside the walls. Because, yeah, there's just... they basically just continuously keep coming and coming down there at that beach.
Mira, how stand the beaches?
Fallen, sir. And a lot of good soldiers with them. We have to light the watchtowers.
Let Lion's Hearts think we've lost? No, Mira. Not yet. Claw Island's withstood much worse. Get on a trebuchet. A dead ship in the harbor holds their reinforcements. Sink it!
Okay, now we gotta get on the trebuchet and we gotta sink the ship. Alright, let's see. Where's the ship at? We might want to pick a trebuchet that's closer to it. We gotta get rid of the dead ships. Let's see.
Destroy.
Oh, we're being attacked. There we go. Okay. Talk. I don't want to talk right now. How about... there we go. Whoops. Wrong button. Let's bring up all of the guild stuff. That sounds great. Alright, let's see. So, 2... Okay, we gotta aim it right about there. Right? Right about there? Maybe? Let's see. 3... right about there. And then 2... because we gotta go way out there. Go. Did we hit it? We may have hit too hard. Let's see, what happens if we throw it lower? There it goes. Yeah, we needed it to just go lower. Call for aid from Rohan. Gondar calls for aid. And Rohan will answer. Cool, we took down 3 more up here. It's a Hydra. They are Hydra ships. Hail Hydra. Undead Asura, get out of here, you tiny thing. Okay, let's see. Where are the other dead ships? Oh, they're dead ships. We're singing while we're destroying the undead. Okay. There you go. Oh, that trebuchet looks destroyed. Let's see. Regroup with the watch commander. Okay, we need to go back and regroup. We destroyed one dead ship and then more are coming. And now they're like taking over and invading and there's undead everywhere. Oh. Yeah, I knew I was gonna get knocked down. I wanted to pull them all together though so I could AoE them. AoE! AoE! I'm actually losing health. Probably because I'm not the most skilled player.
This is no normal attack. The Lion Guard cannot hold. We're overwhelmed.
All Island has stood for nearly 100 years. It cannot fall. We'll fight this to the last soldier, to the last sword.
We will never serve. Oh, and he's gone.
Medic! We need a medic over here. Commander Talon, hold on. You'll be all right.
Quiet, Mira. Soldiers don't need lies. Retreat to the city. Tell the Commodore. We did all we could.
By your will, Commander. I swear to you, this isn't over.
Mira, the island is overwhelmed. We have to evacuate the Lion Guard and ignite the watchtowers to warn the city.
No. You'll never make it to the beacon with these risen monstrosities chasing you. We'll have to fight our way back. The Lion Guard will make a stand in the courtyard while you go for the tower. God's willing, the Risen will be too busy fighting us to stop you.
Your bravery is commendable, Deputy Mira, but your soldiers cannot survive a protracted battle against this many undead.
It's the duty of every Lion Guard to lay down our lives to protect our city. If that's what it takes, that's exactly what we'll do. We'll rally in the courtyard. You light the warning beacons. Now go! Everyone, fall back to the courtyard. Rally to me for one last stand.
Okay. Let's see. So we need to ignite the... Do we need to go up on the inside? I think we need to go up on the inside. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's go. Hides the bottom of the chat. When on mobile and typing in the live chat, it hides the bottom of the chat. Yeah, I don't think that... I'll definitely try my best, but I don't think that mobile is really going to have the optimal setup there. Just because of how the small screen real estate of what you're working with. I think there's always going to be a bit of a downside. And it's going to change depending on the game I'm playing. So for example, I have it in this bottom corner because that's kind of where it works out best. In terms of everything else going on the screen. But on some other games it might be in a different spot because of where the user interface of the game is.
Well done.
Okay. I need to get new headphones. These headphones, the padding on them is like literally crumbling and falling apart. They're so old, but they're beloved. Alright. Alright. Oh, stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. I'm not the bestest, most skilled fighter because I often end up misclicking and targeting the wrong thing or not quite able to target the right thing. Or I get my hand off center from my keys, so then I'm pressing the wrong keys without realizing, or I have to look at my keys. So it's not the greatest ever, but that's okay. It's enough that I can get through the game. Ooh, that poison damage.
Never rise again.
Yeah, I definitely don't... The feedback is always good. Ooh, that's a beacon. No, I think we're in a good spot. Glenn. I think we definitely improved it from where it was, for sure. And obviously it might change a little bit here and there per game that I'm in. I'm level 80. And is it Ayako? Ayako? I'm probably going to be mispronouncing that. Ayako? I am level 80. I boosted to level 80, but I have other level 80 characters. Okay, yeah, let's go back to the center courtyard real quick. We're just gonna run past you guys and let you group up behind me. Because there's plenty of them down here. Help the lion guard. Yeah, that 5 is not my favorite. Where's my 4? I always mix up my 4 and my 5 sometimes because I can't see. No, I don't want to fear them away. Because I think 5 is my fear. Ow. Ah. I definitely deal a lot more damage like on a regular hit with the daggers, but they're not quite single target, but they're kind of more single target. I don't have the large areas. And I definitely have no need for the condition cleanse right now. I don't even remember. I've been so long since I've used the 4 and 5 there. Okay, let's see. So we need to... What are we trying to do? Help the lion guard hold out against the Risen. Okay, so we just need to run around and kill as much Risen as possible. We can do that. Da-da-da. On the whistle and smoke flare. Let's see. Maybe reaching out soon. Yeah, just let me know. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Glenn. I really appreciate you being here and helping me fix that chat a little bit.
Watch yourselves. That creature's breath attack would corrupt you.
All right. Oh, yeah, it does. It causes a fear, actually. Stop fearing. Stop fearing. Stop fearing. I don't remember which one I did. Is it R? It is not R. 2, 2, 1, 0.1. I think it... I don't remember which one I used as my heal. We'll just cast it this way. Man, that fear is annoying. Alright. We need to come back here and regroup beyond the courtyard. We're gonna regroup beyond the courtyard. We're being attacked by a dragon. Oh, that was hectic a little bit.
The servants will never let our ship sail. If they surround the docks, they'll slaughter us. And Zaitan's forces will grow.
Our soldiers are too injured to fight. They can barely walk. We can't form a defense and still get them all aboard.
I haven't always lived bravely, but I think I'd like to die that way.
What? Tybalt, what are you planning?
After I lost my hand, I joined the Order of Whispers, because the Char thought I was useless. Nobody needs a shaky engineer. I said I wanted to fight the dragons, and I did. But then I spent 6 years as a researcher, never facing my fears. Never even trying. Nobody believed I had courage, not even me. And then you came along. You trusted me then, my friend. I need you to trust me now. I can do this. Go! There's no time to argue. Just believe in me. I've done a lot of things wrong in my life, but this one thing... I won't let you have it.
Mira is in bad shape. You'll have to cut a path for us. Lion Guard, follow me. Hurry, to the ship! This sacrifice shall not be in vain.
Okay. I would say no, Tybalt. I was genuinely sad the first time I saw that. Get away from me. But like at the same time, I'm not sure why it was very obviously a lost cause.
Fast as the wind.
He was not gonna make that. There we go. Just dagger him real quick. All right, come here, you guys. Come here. There we go. Dagger you down. All right, yoink, yoink. Oh, we lost our golem at some point.
Join me.
All right, you, come on. Quit making me auto-target the wrong thing. There we go. Take that. Ice in the face. Fall, you silly Risen, who took my favorite char buddy away from me. I get what they were going for there, and the very first time I saw it, I was like, oh, Tybalt! Alright. Well, thanks for stopping by, Ayako. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thanks for stopping by. We had to leave Claw Island. We lost. The city was warned, and we lost. Hello, Kenneth. How are ya? We just lost our best friend, our fellow member, and we lost the island in the dragon attack. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I haven't done inventory management in a hot second. Oh boy.
Look at this. So pretty.
I'm gonna run out of inventory space. Yoink. Let's salvage. Let's just cancel. Let's salvage all of the fine and lower. Yeah, let's do that so we clear up some space. Let's do any more things we need to open. Yeah, we need to open these. Shunk, we need to open this. We need to deposit materials. There we go. Much better. Shards, use all the karma, get the dies. We did get some new dies out of that. Okay, use all, use all. Let's go ahead and do the rares and the masterworks and lowers, just because I do have celestial gear, at least for the moment, so we're fine. Consume that, consume that. Use all of those. Again, deposit materials, crafting materials. Oh, homestead decoration box. Yahoo! I have a homestead, oh, it's an event item, shiny apples. Alright, let's see, what do I got left here? Trophy. Yeah, we might need to find a merchant and sell some junk. It's a shame that we lost Tybalt, though. He was a good guy. Hello, Aegis. Yep, just as two people who were joining me had to leave, two more people joined, so we just swapped one for the other. I am going to make one more change. It's going to wipe out the chat, but... let's do this. What is that going to do? Yeah, no. I like that one better, and then we're going to change the color to... that, and we're just gonna keep that larger font size. Maybe? There we go. Let's try that. Okay. Every time I change the settings, it wipes out the chat for a little bit, but it'll come back as people chat. I did finally figure out why it was that the chat didn't work during that one stitching stream. Oh yeah, does my mount change now? No, it does not. Okay, so the skin I thought I had is not really a... Oh, that's because it's a Griffin skin and I haven't unlocked Griffin yet. There's all kinds of skin. Oh, this is the Yoshi one I was telling you guys about. I don't have it unlocked, obviously, but I can still see it. They have Yoshi ones. They have birds. I can make my raptor look like a bird. It could be like an armored horror. I can do like a golden koi fish thing. I kind of like that. That's cool. That's one I've seen around. That one's pretty cool. There's all kinds of them. There's some really wild skins. Ooh, I like that one. Ooh, I like that one. It's like a proper koi. Oh, I could sit here all day just looking at all the pretty raptor skins. And this is just the raptor. Ooh, a gem raptor. Green raptor. That's the Halloween. That's the Halloween one. Oh, that one's cool too. They give him little wings. Oh, that's so cool. Bone raptor. That's also cool. Super cool. All right, let's do that real quick. Change out. Okay. Yeah, we are testing some new streaming software, and truth be told, I'm not sure how I feel about it. It functions, it works, but there's a good chance I may end up just go ahead and going back to OBS. I mean, I have the same plugin for all of the same features, so I get to keep the chat the way it is and all of that stuff. It's just basically just what I see on my screen when I'm trying to stream. Okay, where are we going? We need to regroup. Let's go here. We're in Lion's Arch. Let's see. And then, yeah, next Saturday. I was actually tempted to do the Room 3 today, but I wanted to do an offbeat game because most of the regular people know that I do Saturdays, and so Sundays are kind of one of those, like, unexpected things, although I might start doing it more often. But I just have less people in general. And I want to do the main, whatever game I'm planning, I want to do the main game on Saturday as much as possible until unless I start doing Sundays on the regular, because I don't have the talking Drek anymore, and also because I can adjust the timeline a little bit. You know, I don't have to get up as early if I don't want to. I just happen to be up early today. All right, I'm right on top of you. Where are you? What? Where are you? Do I need to go up somehow?
Citizen?
Reconnaissance. Okay. What's my personal story at this point? Alright, Battle of Claw Islands. Oh, check your mail. I need to check my mail. By decoding a complex pattern of obscure marks, you read the following message. All available operatives are recalled, effective immediately. Meet in Lion's Arch near the sewer's exit. Okay. Also, oh yeah, rescuing the Skrit. This is a nice story one. Chunk, chunk. Alright. Now I know where I need to go. I got an encoded message. Oh, hey, look, there's somebody with a skin. Griffin skin. Oh, look at him, he looks so cute. See, what you do is you take a good skin, and then you color it up. That's a sky scale skin, but he's made it kind of like a dark blue and gold, purple and gold. Oh, that's so cool. He fed it. That's so neat. I love seeing all the cool skins and stuff. Yeah, he teleported out. That was I don't know if that was an idle animation or if that player saw me run up to them and decided to do the eat animation. I'm not sure which. Could have been an idle animation. My Saturday trip was good. Thank you very much, Aegis. You can now see the new chat in action. I hope it looks good. I hope it looks better than it did. Alright. Oh, by the way, so remember how I mentioned that Lion's Arch was destroyed several times? Well, one of the times it was destroyed was canonically after this point in the story. So way back when Guild Wars 2 first came out, this is what Lion's Arch actually looked like. Like, the whole city looked like this. So all of these parts of the story have the old Lion's Arch in them, because this is like what it looked like outside the story. This is what it looked like. And then partway through the game's life cycle. Not here, but down in here, it was destroyed. So we're up here in the story, which this is not all of it. It just hasn't filled in. Like, it keeps filling in as we go. So there's more than 6 chapters. There's a lot more than 6 chapters. So this is the core game. These are the season 1, season 2 that sort of are the connective tissue between the end of the main game and the beginning of the first expansion. This is the first expansion. Obviously, there's a lot more than one. And then this is the expansion 0.5, you know, the in-between. And then this is the next one. And then this is the in-between. And then the next and the next and the next and the next. The last time I played this game, this was as far as it went. So I'm like three expansions behind. I've never made it this far, by the way. The farthest I've ever made it is right here. And when I did that, these two weren't available because part of the living world concept was that it was happening while the game was live. And then once it happened, and the world was forever changed. And then that was it. So for the longest time, players could not play these. And then they added it back into the game so people like me who weren't there during launch could play it. So the farthest I've ever made it is right here. And without doing, no, I did finish Heart of Thorns at one point. Never did season 3, never did season 1 and 2. I just did the story. I did here, and you can skip around too. When you own the expansions, I could, since I'm level 80, I could go here and I could skip everything, but I'm not gonna. My goal this time with Sheila Crow is to legitimately play through the entire story. But I boosted to level 80 so that I could not have to wait for those to unlock. Because like I said, if you're not level 80, each of those unlocks at, 10, 20, 30, 40, etc. But that's why Lion's Arch looks this way, because this is what it used to look like before Living World Season 1. Which means when ore rose from the, back when I was telling you that I can't see it, but that whole island that was risen from the sea after Atlantising itself, that was the first time Lion's Arch was destroyed, because I now remember the second time, which was Living World Season 1. So, all right, here we go. Whole lot to throw at you, I know. It's a lot.
We need help locking down the southwestern beach.
Agent Real, is the Commodore aware of the situation?
He is, sir. The city's being evacuated in accordance with the Master of Whisper's plan.
Excellent. Now then, are we all assembled?
Yep. Tybalt's not here, though. Poor guy.
Lightbringer, I've heard rumors that Tybalt Leftpaw is dead. Can you confirm?
You'd have been proud of his bravery, Preceptor. If he hadn't stood the line, we wouldn't have escaped.
Tybalt didn't think he had any courage, but he proved himself wrong in the end.
Tybalt's courage saved our lives, and your leadership brought us to safety. I'm in your debt, Lightbringer. If I can be of service, say the word.
I'll never forget Tybalt, but now duty calls. The Lion Guard is evacuating the populace. The Dermond Priory safeguards the harbor, and the Vigil musters at Fort Mariner.
Very well. We need more information. Each Lightbringer will patrol a section of the city for Zaitan's scouts.
I'll take Canal Ward. Undead will be coming out of the sea. If they're sending scouts, I'll find them there.
Good. We need a complete sweep, Lightbringers. Watch for anything strange, but stay alert for danger.
Those are my higher-ups in the order.
May
Okay.
Lissa watch over you.
Thank you. We will be back soon.
Oh, that's the gal we
romantic servants have
rescued.
Never been alive. Thus,
We
they
did
are
an
immune
es-
to the ravages of ore.
Oh crap, I missed what he said. Let's check around. We were basically there was an island fortress and we lost it to a attack. So we gotta warn the city, evacuate the people.
These, taking advantage of the city's chaos. We must stop them.
Get their money and then split town ourselves.
Somebody's sad.
Well then, let's meddle them. This money's ours. No, it can't end this way.
Thieves taking advantage of a crisis situation. Oh gosh. Ugh. I'm actually taking damage.
The area seems clear, Lightbringer. Let's move on.
Area's not quite clear yet, Traherne. We're working on it, though. Oh, we probably should summon our buddy, though.
Another area cleared. On we go.
On we go. We gotta keep clearing areas. So that must have been the old bank. I don't know why, but that was kind of funny. Just the poor little guy, like, oh no, undead, oh no. Joink. Alright, let's see. Oh, we skipped it. Okay, where are we supposed to go? There's like another point over here. We're on Canal Street. Oh yeah, let's go this way. Alright, here we go. Seems like it's down here.
Please help us! We got separated from our parents. It's horrible out here. The rotting people are everywhere. Don't let them eat us! Look out! Here they come again!
Zaitan's servants will be approaching by water. Be cautious here.
Oh, there they are. I was like, where are they? Okay, let's see if we can kind of get all of them at once here. There we go. Only once all of our AoEs are burned out, then we need to single target with the staff. It's a little slow to attack sometimes. I shouldn't say sometimes.
The
It's slow.
Risen must have traveled through the canals and taken them by surprise.
All right, come on. Come on. There we go. We'll just stagger you. Oh, ow. Hey. That wasn't very nice. Come on. All right, you. We'll take you down too. I'm just gonna auto attack you because I can. I probably could kill them quicker if I was more skilled. I am not that skilled.
Don't let them sink my boat.
Trust him! Trust him! He's got muscles. We can
Die by my hand!
All right. Bye. Bye again. Ow. Out of the danger circle. Don't stand in the danger circle, Tori. It's probably a bad idea. Alright. Let's see. We good? Patrol each section of the canal ward. Okay. Oh. Oh, oh, whoa, hello. Hi. How are you, buddy? Sleepy? I get you. I'm tired too. Why don't you just lay down for a bit? Oh, the basic attack for staff is really slow. I do like how it turns into a scythe when you're using the actual abilities, though. Oh, there's more, lots more. Oh, hey, big buddies.
Beautiful blend of talents.
Walls are secure. We should return to the preceptors.
Let's see. Is it said that it took me like 10 minutes to see the chat on the screen? Maybe not. I could move it to be in a slightly more raised spot. There we go. I do still want to see if I can stylize the chat a little bit, but for the most part, I'm just glad that it's working. I figured out why it broke down during this stitching stream eventually. And then that led me down the rabbit hole of trying this new piece of software. But again, I mean, it works. It works perfectly fine. Oh, hey. Hey, friends. Hello, fellow Order members. Hey, hey.
There were creatures in the city, but Traherne and I destroyed them before they did much damage.
Well done, Lightbringer. The other operatives are still finishing up, but I suspect they'll find the same.
Preceptor, it's time to face reality. The Order of Whispers can't be expected to hold back Zaitan alone. We need to exploit our connections.
I agree. Preceptor Dawn, I know you have leverage on many talented individuals. I suggest you put it to use.
Ben Tenstrikes refuses to divulge my whereabouts to my father, so the Ministry has tossed him into prison for his trouble. He'd help us if he still lives.
I have an alternative, Preceptor. We are currently sheltering an Asuran scientist named Gore. His inventions would be an advantage.
Both are sound plans. Lightbringer, I want you to recruit one of them. Your choice.
Whichever you decide, I'm going with you. You could use the help, and I owe it to Tybalt.
I do like Traherne. He is actually one of my favorite characters. I think other people criticize him, but actually, I like the idea of getting the Asuran scientist. I mean, I feel bad for the guy protecting her. Her father's a real powerful, super evil dude. He comes back into the story later. But I like the idea of the Asuran inventions. I think when you're handling undead, using machinery is going to be more advantageous than not. So I want to, the Asurans, by the way, that she's an Asur, all the little creatures there. They are the sort of gnome/artificers of the world. They create the golems and the machinery and all the teleporting gates that people use. So I like the idea of going that avenue. All right, I'm on my way.
Or is an incomprehensible assemblage of wow wrapped in a 3-foot package. You'll see.
Return soon, Lightbringer.
Maybe she has a crush on him.
For now.
All right, Traherne, what you got, bud? I should thank you for your help on Claw Island. Travesty, let me come with you and lend you my aid. We'll avenge them and save the city.
You can't do this alone.
Yes.
I'll stand with you.
Okay. All of these weapons are going to be more weak than my current weapon setup, but that's okay.
Into an adventurous mood.
Okay, so now I can leave the instance and go back. The story stuff is instanced, but, you know, that's kind of what you get for an MMO. Especially, what, a 15, 12-year-old MMO at this point? It's kind of an older game. Okay. So that's as good a spot as any, I think. That was the end of the... oh, we're not actually quite done with the Battle of Claw Island. We gotta... I think the whole situation with going and getting Gore is part of that. So what I'll do for now, though, is I'll go ahead and call it. It was just gonna be a short little stream. I just wanted to... well, I wanted to stream a little bit because I just felt like it and I didn't get the chance to yesterday. Say hi to everybody, get the chat kind of sort of figured out, test this new software, see if I really would like it or not. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. Should be with the Talking Drek later today, because they have now moved to what is Sunday afternoon for me. So if you feel like tuning into that, you certainly can. I usually stitch, or I might pull this back up and do map completion, actually. Because those guys are super, super kind and don't require me to be on camera when I don't want to be, which is fantastic. So anyways, again, thanks for everyone who stopped by, and we'll see y'all next time.